surrounding the referee. They were actually saying there was some bit of a hand in there. Well, game is still very much goalless here if you're just joining us. Nothing much really has changed. Will at Mwanza. Trying to lift that ball further inside. And defended by Adoko. Intercepted here. Kevin Da Silva to that wing. Odili. Quick fit Odili. Odili again. Getting the best of Chiboni. Odili. Odili again. And Chiboni Kondwani does really well to make sure that the Nigerian does not get the room and space to link that ball deep through. But I can tell you, the crowd is loving what the Vipers are cooking here. Throw in Ndahiro. Alan Okello. It's Okello. Hilary Mukundane looking to wire one through. It just goes out for a goal kick there from Hilary Mukundane. Well, so far you have to say that Power Dynamos will be very happy with the way things are moving on here tonight. They're keeping the result the way it is standing. Chiboni. Back behind to Will at Mwanza, the goalkeeper. Away by Mwanza. Up front. Dahiro loses out. Here comes Frederick Mulambia. Long trip of a ball, flipped on away, but looking for Mulambia. Jackson Mulambia. Easy by Hilary Mukundane. Away by Kadisa. Redwell into that midfield. Good play by Shuma Moses. On one side, piling up more pressure here. Soko. Kadisa. Referee says there was a handball right there. The Power Dynamos are settling into the game. Kadisa handling that ball. Well, the midfield currently run by Owen Tembo, such a fine player. Was played for the Konkola Blades. Owen Tembo, MVP of the Zambian League. Lambia Jackson together with Prince Uba, all standing on this. The number 2 and number 3. Jackson Mulambia. Oh, they are taking their time, Prince Mumba. Jackson, good sweep. Well defended well by Tadeo Luwanga. Abdul Karim Watambala. The miscue by Adoko Daniel there. Watambala. Ndahiro. Ndahiro looking for space and room. And unfortunately the ball just goes out for a throw here to Power Dynamos. Well, if you look at continental football in Uganda, Uganda's best ever performer are only 2, that is Simba and Sports Club Villa. Well, the ones who have actually managed to hoist the Ugandan flag really well. In 1972, Simba reached the final. It was the very first team from Uganda to do so, losing to Hapia Football Club of Guinea. 4 goals to 2 in Guinea. Wandera got the 2 goals for Uganda then. Then they lost in Kampala by 2-3. That was way back in 1972. But you cannot remove the fact that way back in 91, Sports Club Villa also did reach the finals of the Champions League, losing to a club from Tunisia, Club Africain. That match ended 6-2 in Tunisia. Kato and Musisi getting the goals for Sports Club Villa. And then there was a draw in Kampala, 1-1. Matambuse getting the goal for Villa. So those are basically the 2 teams from Uganda that have done really well in continental football. And for Zambia, Nkana also played really well way back in the 90s. Free kick here. Away by Katebe Aaron. Oh, just not getting the right head of Shuma Moses, player from Uganda, from Kenya rather. Just only 22. Shuma Moses was supposed to be very instrumental for the Kenyans in Chan. Unfortunately, he made that switch from Kakamega Homeboys to play the game of football Power Dynamos that made him ineligible to play the national side of Kenya in Chan. Da Silva. Chikundu. Away from Dennis Chigundu, looking for Kalisa. And defended well there by Soko John. Mandela. Big sweep into the box. Willard Mwanza collecting well. Oh, down goes Moses Shuma. Will be a free kick to Power Dynamos. The disappointment of Tadeo Luanga. Rather, it was actually Da Silva on the other side who brought down the Zambian. Kevin Da Silva. They'll have to call him Kingpin, that is his nickname. Footballer from DRC, signed from Simba, Kamikaze. Dahiro. Away by Samuel. Shiboni. Tembo. Chest on by Mulambia Frederick. Frederick Mulambia. Flag is up. Ball is out for a throw into the Ugandan. Oh, intercepted by Shuma. Moses Shuma, Mulambia. Very good play by Hilary Mukundane. Well, trust me, for the very first time, the defense of the Vipers was left flat-footed there. You have to keep your eye on Owen Tembo, the shot number 19, and Moses Shuma, the shot number 9. All are very instrumental in the quest for Power Dynamos here before that return leg in Zambia. Dennis Chigundu trying as much as possible to get things moving on here. Chigundu. Big header by Soko. Back out for another throw-in to the Ugandans. Ashraf Mandela. One of those new footballers who was recently signed by the Venoms to play this. Kevin Da Silva. Dennis Chigundu. Hilary Mukundane. Some bit of injury concern right now for Kevin Da Silva, but it seems to be okay to continue. Player from DRC, Dennis Chigundu now. Chigundu looking for Dili. Rushed in well by Yunus. Trapped in by Karisa. Yunus. Abdul Karim Watambala. Tadeo Luanga, the engineer. Dahiro. Tadeo Luanga. Odili. Chukuma. Trying to chase the wing, looking for Ashraf Mandela. Defended well by Mulambia Jackson. Away by Hilary Mukundane. Arisa. Sentamu. Back to Willard Mwanza. Well, if you look at the Ugandan side Vipers, there's some players that featured for the Ugandan Cranes at the Chan. And you talk about footballers like Alan Okello was very outstanding. Yunus Sentamu came in a couple of times. Abdul Karim Watambala among the players there. And trapped in by Prince Mumba. Backbind to Tembo, Denjaman, Soko John. And stolen by Ashraf Alan Okello. Still Okello. Trying to open up to Karisa. Good chase. Karisa, wonderful defense. Good play. Aaron Katebe. He's only 33-year-old. Aaron Katebe signed from Ndeni and also played for Real Kashmir. And now there'll be a free kick here to Power Dynamos. They have totally brought the power to Uganda and they're doing really well. Mulambia Frederick brought down, nicknamed Kante. That is his man. One frustrating fact about these two nations, Uganda and Zambia, are basically predominantly dominated by the Bantu-speaking people. And there is a slight resemblance in speech when a person from Zambia actually speaks and a person from Uganda can actually understand slightly. Free kick. Long ball goes out for a goal kick. Vipers Football Club have not played any game in the league this season due to some bit of standoff issues. Well, the mere fact that everything has been resolved, so I'm very sure they'll be back in action. But for Power Dynamos, they do stand number 11 in the current league. They've played 5, they've managed to win 2, they have drawn 2, they've lost 1, scoring about 3 and conceding 2. Power Dynamos' last league game was a loss at home, 1-2 to the Red Arrows, before they actually came down to Kampala to play. So they could be trying to work very hard to get things moving their way. Long ball. Alan Okello chasing. Trapped in well by Mulambia. Okello fouling Mulambia. He's only 25 years old. And his brother is 23. So he's the older of the two. Jackson, the left back, compared to Frederick Mulamba, the winger. Katebe. Willard Mwanza. Looking for Samuel Bamidele. Long from Samuel, trying to open up on Jackson. But Dennis Chigundu was right there for the taking. Well, Dennis Chigundu is a very good penalty stopper. We all saw that in his performance for the Venoms. Well, last season was not so much involved in the league, but so much involved in the Uganda Cup. Vipers on the charge right now. Yunus Sentamu. Ashraf cutting it past deep. Chance goes winning away. Ozili trying to chase on, but unfortunately, foul has been awarded. Kalisa. 1 goal for Kalisa in the preliminary rounds of the Confederations Cup. Ugandan very quickly yet again as they take their toll in this Vipers and Power Dynamos. Willard Mwanza. Away by Mulambia Jackson. Brashton. Away by Kevin Da Silva. Kevin Da Silva from DRC. And you can see the crowd for the moment. They have been missing this. And it's good to actually see such numbers at the St. Mary's Stadium Kitende. Hilary. Ndahiro. Dennis Chigundu. Ndahiro. Odili. Odili. We'll have to call him Ossi. Long from Odili. Running through his Mandela Ashraf. Cutting it to his advantage. He can't swing it in. The defense of John Soko, standing really, really tall. Tembo away. Engineer Wanga Tadeo. Looking for Derek Ndahiro. Ndahiro. Okello. Alan Okello. He's crossing well to Odili, the OP. Ndahiro. Abdul Karim Watambala. Ndahiro. Bring it back a little bit. Alan Okello. He's all the way there by Samuel Bamidele. Just goes out for a throw. 19 goals for Alan Okello last season in the league. 3 goals in the World Cup qualifiers for the Ugandans. Also scored a couple of goals in the African Cup of Nations qualifiers. And here they come again. It's Alan Okello trying to get his way through. Track back a little bit. Kundani to nobody in particular. Finally, it's cleared by Katebe. Oh, sorry, by Samuel Bamidele. Oh, chance. Big punch. Willard Mwanza. Well, the Vipers get themselves a throw, but the goalkeeper, Willard Mwanza, is on the ground. The crowd is loving everything in the game today. Very, very special match here tonight. Well, the Vipers did reach this stage by beating African Stars in Namibia 2-0, of Namibia rather 2-0 on aggregate. There was 0-1 away and 1-0 here in Kitende. Yunus Sentamu scoring that goal together with Hilary Mukundane, getting the goals for the Venoms. And for Power Dynamos, they did qualify for this stage after getting the best of a Sek Mimosas via penalties, by the way. Well, for the Vipers, if you look at them, they had a couple of friendly games prior to this competition. And the friendly games, some were played in Rwanda, others were actually played here in Uganda. In Rwanda, they managed to lose to Rayon Sport 4-1 in Kigali. The only goal for Vipers was scored by Moses Waiswa. They drew with Azam of Tanzania 0-0. Then they managed to beat Gorilla FC of Rwanda here by 3-1 and 1-0. Vipers are the champions of the Ugandan Premier League. Power Dynamos are the champions of the Zambian League. And just look at this here, just look at this picture. The crowd loving every moment of the game tonight, giving their support and bringing the energy down here. I hope it will be the same in Zambia, where the two will be meeting just a few days' time. Okello, Abdul Karim Watsambala, Ndahiro, looking to Osi Odili. Abdul Karim swings one through, Yunus, cut it back, Abdul Karim, Odili, it's still Odili, side netted. Oh, some of the crowd actually thought it was a goal, but unfortunately it goes out for Odili Chukuma. Scored about 5 goals last season in the Rwanda Premier League for Police Football Club. Odili assisted the scoring of 8. Once played for Bugeresa, and in Nigeria played for Ndama Football Academy and Delta Force 2. There'll be a throw to Power Dynamos Shiboni Kondwani. They love to call him the Machine, that's his nickname. Good crowd, very, very good crowd here. Shiboni the Machine, former Nkana FC footballer. Power Dynamos are taking their time. Away by Samuel. Oh, very close. Willard Mwanza had to go for that. Mwanza. Ball is out for throw yet again to Power Dynamos. Looking to open up on Shuma. Away by Hilary Mukundane. Shot really well in that midfield. Exceptional skills. Big clearing by Soko. Mukundane. Tembo. Not the best of clearances by Adoko Daniel, but the Vipers still have the ball. Odili crisscrossing really well. Ndahiro. Good play by Tembo. Mulambia. Force back Elito. Samuel. Bamidele. Samuel. Mulambia. Throw in it will be for Power Dynamos. Well, the crowd has actually not stopped dancing ever since we began the broadcast. They've been charging and enjoying themselves. Mulambia waiting on this. Ooh, big puncher by Dennis Chigudu, but the flag was up. It was the Kenyan Moses Shuma who was offside. Well, you can say that Shuma is in familiar territory. Just as the backyard Kenya still mourning the loss of former Prime Minister. It's a very, very dark time in Kenya. Raila Odinga, who actually passed on in India, but another beacon of African democracy. Chegundu was out for a throw to the Ugandan side. Mandela Ashraf will be the one to try as much as possible to throw that ball through. Ashraf Mandela, Hilary Mukundane, looking to Derek Ndahiro, small body, big brain. Once played for Sports Club Villa, also played at one time for Riverside, Forest Park in Kamucha, together with Kamucha United. Da Silva, Mukundane. Long from Mukundane. Ashraf Mandela chasing, but defended really well by Soko John. Throw shall be brought in by Ashraf Mandela. Ashraf. To the box it goes, not that far. Alan Okello. Watambala with a 0. Ndahiro. Odili. Watambala. Da Silva. Tadeo Luanga, the engineer. Ashraf Mandela. Oh, trying to do the nutmeg over there, but Columbia Jackson just did not allow that to happen. Away by Soko. Trying to look for Shuma. Shuma loses possession. Referee not buying that there from Moses Shuma, the Kenyan. Complain of being held back. Okello. Ndahiro. Intercepted. Here go Power Dynamos. Chiboni. Good camera reading by Ndahiro. Bakelito. Katebe. Watambala. Onto the wing side. Good build. Owen Tembo. Samuel. Finally it goes out for a throw into Vipers. And you can see that the supporters of Vipers are currently impatient. They are waiting for a goal to be scored if it can actually happen. And a foul from Moses Shuma on Da Silva. Kevin Da Silva. Kingpin. Hilary Mukundane. They'll have to call him Bihogo. Harisa. Okello. Crisscrossing well. Abdul Karim Watambala. And there's a chance. Ossi can strike. And there's another option cleared away by Soko John. Odile Chukuma just fell into that ball into the back of the net. And the Venoms still to the side. Alan Okello waiting on there. Columbia. Hilary Mukundane. Tadeo Luanga. Ashraf Mandela. Intercepted really well. Reclaimed by Hilary Mukundane. Pihoko. Tembo. Columbia. Soko. Hilary Mukundane. Knit back finally to Dennis Chukundu. And this is serious stuff here at the preliminary rounds of the Champions League qualifiers. Group stages are all that awaits. Yeah, group stages await whoever qualifies between these two. In 2022, Vipers qualified for the group stage and we're in Group C. And they'll be looking to see if they can make that happen again today, but it can't. Ball is out for a goal-kicking state. You know, Sentamo looking a little bit disorganized and dejected a little. The crowd asking more from the Venoms here. Well, if you do remember, 2022-2023, the Vipers were in the group stages of the Champions League. Very difficult group it was for them. It was actually Group C. They had the likes of Raja, Simba, Horoya. Surprisingly, the Vipers finished bottom of the table with no points. No win. They didn't win any game. They picked up 2 draws. Those were 2 points for them. Losing 4 games, scoring only 1 goal. And by then, the only goal that was scored by the Venoms in 2022-2023 group stages was actually scored by the late Lawal, who did lose his life here in Uganda, airlifted back by the club, buried in Sokoto, Nigeria. May his soul continue to rest. He's the only one that scored the goal for them. Columbia Jackson looking to get on with this ball here very quickly for the Power Dynamos. Good power they've brought in this game. Big header. Chances cracking on through. Oh, straight back to the keeper. Acrobatics from Moses Shuma. Well, you have to be careful with the Kenyan Moses Shuma. Here's Lezo, the shot number 9. He already scored, by the way, for Power Dynamos. He scored twice. on his home debut. Big header by Soko. Referee awards the foul. It's going to be an offside. Roughly about 38 minutes of the game played. Still goalless in this match. Between Vipers and Power Dynamos. Dahiro. Sitting Dahiro here. Does well. Abdul Karim Watsambala. All foul there by Chiboni. Wami. Yeah, those magical clubs are what drives Ugandan football very, very much. Mandela, Ashwa. Big clearance by Soko John. Da Silva. Adoko. Hilary Mukundane. Abdul Karim Watambala. Watambala. Straight to Ossi. Odili. Odili. Long. A little bit elevated too much. Odili Chukuma, the Nigerian. Well, we have to say we are very much impressed with the number of those that are viewing, so let's actually give the shout outs to Andrew Lungu. We see you well. Gabriel, Bailey, we do see you very well. Oprian and Pundu. Just a few. DJ Malcolm, we do see you well. Ivan Serugo. You're actually saying Vipers should help you very much. Lilian Akochi. Murunji Dorin, we do see you very, very well. Kabwe Dominic, you say go Power Dynamos, go. And of course, Gabriela Bali Promotions. Vipers to the world. We do see you really, really well. Thank you, guys. Defended well by Soko. Not very far. He's almost getting his head ripped off. Away by Adoko. Tadeo Luanga. Call for the handball. It's not awarded. Moses Shuma. Ed Shuma. Linking well with Adoko Daniel. Ooh. And he's brought down by Kevin Da Silva. Daniel Adoko, player from Ghana, once played for NAPSA. And he actually goes down and will be a free kick in a place of potential here for the Power Dynamos. And it's been a yellow card brandished. Yeah, yellow card has been brandished away to Kevin Da Silva. Well, unfortunately, if that yellow card has been given to Kevin Da Silva, Kevin Da Silva receiving a yellow card, it means he will be missing the return leg in Zambia. So that's actually very, very unfortunate for Vipers, who will be missing Kevin Da Silva in that return leg. But they do have Torach, and the shot number 5 over there is the one that received the yellow card, so he misses the return leg due to accumulated yellow cards. Others that could actually be missing if they get a yellow card today is Abdul Karim Watsambala and Tadeo Luanga. If those two receive yellow cards today, they will also miss the return leg in Zambia. You can say it's playing to the advantage of Power Dynamos. They have given Vipers everything to think about this match. And the Ghanaian, Adoko Daniel, will be very much gearing up to continue. Crazy, real crazy from the Ugandan supporters. We saw this in Chan, and again it extends to the Cup Champions League today. Adok being ordered out. Free kick. Jackson Mulambia standing on this one. Yeah, that's actually a combination of two brothers right now. Frederick Mulambia and Jackson Mulambia will be looking to get things moving on. Free kick. here for Power Dynamos. Swung in really well, to the arms of Chikundu. And they're looking to begin this very, very quickly. It was actually a ball brought in by Prince Mumba. Prince Mumba swinging that ball in very, very quickly. Mandela Ashraf. Long swing, dip through. Well, there is nobody following up that ball. This is Owen Tembo. Crisscrossing really well. Here they come, charging majestically. Prince Mumba. Onside is Moses Shuma, but now he's offside. Shuma, 2 goals already for him in the Zambian Premier League. 17 goals for Kakamega Homeboys before making that switch prior to Chan. Tadeo Luanga. Hilary Muku, sorry, that was Dairo Derrick rather. Ossi. Quick fit from the Ossi. Loses his bearings, but reclaims the ball yet again. Brought back slightly behind. Da Silva. Okello. Alan Okello. Crisscrossing really well. Abdul Karim Watambala. Back to Ndahiro. The crowd not loving that move. Mukundane. Hilary Mukundane. Oh, zero passing, well read there. Kari is waiting for that chance, and the option's not yielding up. Another Karisa hits the post and goes back out. Good attempt. Milton Karisa together with Yunus Sentamu. Well, for once, Willett Mwanza has been tasted. Oh, that was something very good. Good press coming in from the Ugandans. Here they come. Odili. Tadeo Luanga. Hilary Mukundane. Abdul Karim Watambala. Watambala. Karisa. It's swept away, but not that far. Da Silva will be missing the return leg due to the yellow card he has picked up today. Cut well there by Tembo. Now, here comes the charge. Here comes the move. Adoko. Daniel Adoko. Oh, good sweep by Abdul Karim Watambala. Began his career of football at Townview Primary School in Mbale. Also played for Blessed Soccer Academy and St. Juliana. 2 minutes, only 2 minutes added on minimally. What a game we have had today in Wakiso. It's been beautiful to watch. Power Dynamos have brought some pretty good football here. Urunji Dorin, Whiteley for Court Ronalds. We do see you guys. Evangelist Boas, Sungoba Ivan, Emmanuel Chisenga. Well, from Uganda to Zambia, hope you guys are totally enjoying the game. Olambia Jackson. Soccer John entering the fray. Jackson Mulambia trying to get that ball dipped through. Mulambia, long tease. Alan Okello, foul it will be for the Ugandans. Began very quickly. This is Karisa. Karisa trapped there by Prince Mumba. Moses, Okello. Da Silva loses out. Watambala. Ndahiro. Looking to Ossi. And defended by Chiboni. Good stand by Tembo Owen. Chiboni. Mumba. Samuel. Mumba. Ball out for a throw to Vipers. Daniel Adoko still out, waiting to come in play. Alan Okello. Ndahiro Derrick. Well, there you go. The first 45 minutes coming to an end. Seen some exceptional stuff we have seen from both sides. Power Dynamos and Vipers all bringing their A game tonight, trying as much as possible to take the game to each other's throats over there. But for much, the Venoms will be a little bit disappointed at the chances they got towards the end, not yielding a goal. Yunus Sentamu, Milton Karisa, all failing to put that ball into the back of the net. But it has been exceptional to watch the boys in red play, and also the reverse very true with Power Dynamos. Well, they have not gotten very many chances to assess the goalkeeper, Dennis Chigundu. Moses Shuma, who was once top scorer in the Kenya Premier League, will love to actually get much for himself in this game. But all in all, from the beautiful St. Mary's Stadium in Kitende, the Venoms are still holding the Power Dynamos to a draw. 0-0 it is, and the next 45 minutes will be very instrumental on who will walk away, either champion tonight or on a draw in this game today. Halftime it is from Kitende. Power Dynamos away from home 0, Vipers the home side 0. Don't go away.